YouTube, welcome back. It's been a little while. Welcome to all our new friends. We're happy to have you at the channel, and I've decided we're gonna be mixing in a lot more Forza related content, and this is probably the most requested video for the most part regarding tuning, because lots of people ask how I tune, but I think in particular people would like to know how to tune one car, and that's the Ferrari 599 XX Evolution. So first things first, the new car, the Saline S1 2018, is going to be a great investment opportunity, but I'm going to make a video on that tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up regarding that. But anywho, let's get into tuning. So first thing, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the exact tune I have on my Ferrari, in case. Yeah, we'll just look at my exact tune on the Ferrari XX Evolution I use in all my videos. And then I'm going to tune from the bottom up, kind of. Actually, you know what? We're going to start. We're going to start by tuning from the bottom up. I don't know. I kind of really enjoy tuning cars. It's nice. You can, when you're tuning your own cars, before a race, you can adjust that car. For if it's short circuit, you can make the acceleration higher, you can make the speed higher. If it's a longer drag race, there's so much you can do when it's your tune, and those options aren't there when you're using other people's tunes, because obviously you can't customize them. But anyways, first thing I do every single time when tuning a car, I go into find new tunes and I take a look at what the highest horsepower I can get for that car is. So obviously with the XX Evolution, it's looking like 1416, which isn't too bad. You might be in kilowatts, which I don't know the conversion. But I'm going to be dealing with horsepower, miles per hour, all of that. So after knowing it's 1416, I am going to go in and I'm going to now tune this car. So the first thing I like to do, start with the engine. Always just put it, figure out what's going to give the most horsepower. Sometimes it's trial and error. All-wheel drive, I know some people prefer all-wheel drive. If you want the faster car or rear wheel, you're going to choose all-wheel drive. Tires doesn't really matter on the XX Evolution because you don't have that many options. I recommend keeping the race tires and then make them a bit wider. I use the same rims on all my cars. That's these ones right here. Now in this case, it doesn't happen to make the car any lighter because the rims on the XX Evolution are already very light, but this is the lightest set of rims you can get, so I'm just going to throw them on. That way I know people are using my tune. Blah, blah, blah. Stands out the tires like this. Move through, bump up all the maximum on all this stuff. This unlocks the full tuning, so you can actually tune every individual thing. Make sure you have the rally suspension on. This is important to get it to glitch under the ground, which I know is what most of you are looking for. So put that on and then lighten it, obviously makes it better, and then bump all this up to race spec. Obviously you guys are familiar. Bumped up, bump up. And then if we look at horsepower, I didn't actually put the fastest engine in. So that's why we do trial and error. Back out, take that, and then we're going to put in the turbo. And now we're going to go back and put on all the race tuning. And we're going to see we should be at 1416 horsepower. Toyotas are really tricky with this because Toyotas have lots of different engines. But we can do a tuning video on one of those later. So now we'll see horsepower 1416. No problem. So we're going to save. Install, setup, purchase it, 28,000. It will probably be a little more expensive on a brand new one because I had some of these parts already purchased. No worries, installed. Now we get into the fun part, that which is tuning. So, drop the front tire pressure all the way down to 20. I do this on every single one of my tunes. I don't know, it's kind of interchangeable. Gearing, this is where it's really important, but we're going to come back to that. What we're going to do first is we're going to make the car drag into the ground. So to do that, you want your front very stiff for the anti-roll. So bump that up, and then rear, drop that down. Springs. Front, you want very stiff. You can notice a similar pattern. And then rear, soft. And now, again, on the ride height, high. And then you want the rear low because you want to drag into the ground, right? That one makes sense. Now, on the damping, this is a little different. You want the front soft, and the rear you want to be stiff. And then for the bump stiffness, you want front stiff, and then rear soft. This is exactly how you want to set it. Yeah, you can play around with the gearing. Just leave these the same, okay? Alignment, I don't really touch that. Aerodynamics, obviously you want the most speed out of your car, so we're going to bump that all the way down. And then diff, it's pretty universally applicable, just high on the acceleration for both, and 0% on the deceleration for both. Front and rear balance, you can figure that out for yourself. Now let's get into the gearing. This is kind of where the speed is going to come into play. So first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to push it out to here. It says top speed failed. Kind of weird. Anyways, I'm going to apply this and we're going to go test it out. Obviously, there's the one place everyone likes to test stuff. So let's just fast travel over there. Which, if you didn't know for some reason, is this highway. This is the longest straightaway in the game. So, quick load times, blah, blah, blah. And let's take off. Already glitching under the ground, which is a good sign. That's where that bump stiffness and everything comes in. If you didn't know, the reason the XX Evolution is so fast and can hit such high top speeds is because it glitches into the ground. It just allows it to keep accelerating. It's super weird, but yeah. This might not be our best tune. We might have to fiddle around with some of the other things. So, no worries. We got it glitched into the ground, but now, as you can see, that is not the end-all be-all. So, we can just come back here, actually. This is the fun part about having your own tunes. You don't have to go and buy new tunes from the store, because while we're here, we can fiddle around with it. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get into my, because I don't remember exactly what I did, I'm going to get into my already tuned Ferrari, and we're just going to take a look at what I did different there. The bump stiffness, all that, is going to be very similar, but it's mostly going to be the gearing ratio, and it's more particular than you might think with the XX Evolution. So, I don't know why I happen to have tire pressure all the way up. Set it as that if you wish. This is very important. I only wanted a 5-gear tune, so obviously you can see I dropped my 6th gear, gone. I don't need it anymore. Pause the video here, take a minute, like look exactly how this is gearing, because I know this is very important. Alignment, I guess on this one I set it all to 0. I don't think it really matters. Maybe just follow this exactly. Anti-roll, stiff, rear, yada yada yada, same kind of thing. I didn't drop the rear. This one doesn't matter as much. Damping and aerodynamics obviously geared towards speed. Differential, exactly what I was saying earlier, but you can pause on each of these individual things, copy exactly how I have it set up, and I'm going to kind of show you guys quickly how this exact tune runs. So what I just showed you with like dropping the bump stiffness and everything is universally applicable to any car you want to glitch into the ground. It guarantees, and especially if you have the rally suspension on, that guarantees that the car is going to glitch under the ground like this. It didn't work with getting our speed all the way up because the XX Evolution is very particular in why it does that. But as you can see, 300 whatever miles per hour, I had some pretty bad steering. And there's a car in the middle of the road, but it would have gone about 321 is the fastest I've gotten this tune. So anyways, these, I'm going to pull it up one more time, is the exact gearing ratio for the XX Evolution. Everything right here, pause as you need it. And now you can have your own super broken tune that you can adjust to have fun with. The gearing adjustment is where you're going to differentiate yourself with more acceleration or less. You're still going to hit 300 miles per hour. Anyways, if you made it to the end, thank you so much. We're going to be starting to post Forza videos 4 to 5 times a week. I, again, welcome all of you. I'm going to be posting like one Sea of Thieves video weekly as well. I'm just going to try and... I've neglected YouTube. It kind of took off faster than I was expecting, but I appreciate you all being here, and I'm going to try my best to just provide meaningful content like this for you guys. If you wouldn't mind turning on the bell notifications so you get notified when I post, that would be awesome. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, leave a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next one.